I want to ask you a question. The next time that you find yourself having an incredibly strong reaction to something, maybe you get angry at your spouse, you get angry at your kids, you get angry at your parents, you get angry at your neighbor, somebody cuts you off and you want to give them, the number one sign. What were you expecting? One of the best ways that we can explore our emotions is to step back from them, let them wash over us, step back from them, and then ask ourselves, what was it that I was expecting here? What was it that I was expecting that has now created this distress in my life that I'm reacting so strongly and feeling such a strong reaction that I'm angry, that I'm so angry. Someone just said the other day, he said, I was so angry, I was seeing red. And I said, well, what were you hoping would have happened in that situation that it didn't happen? Or what were you hoping didn't happen and it did? And he kind of was like, what do you mean? And here's the power of this tool. If you can understand what you were expecting, you can gain further distance from the emotion so that it's there, you feel it. Think about it like a fire. We're almost to the time of year, one of my favorite times of year. We'll start having some campfires and people will be sitting outside. And you want to be close enough to feel the heat, but you don't want to be in the fire. And a lot of times our strong emotions take us into the fire. Our anger takes us into the fire. We do things that we end up regretting. We do things that we end up wishing that we didn't do. We say things that hurt other people that we wish we could take back. And we can't. Once they're done, once they're out, they're out. And so we want to gain perspective. We want to understand, what is it that's causing the fire? What is it that's making the fire burn? And it's not the other person. Often we'll think, well, it's that other person over there. They did this thing. But when we can say, what was I expecting? We're taking the responsibility into our own lives. We're taking the opportunity for growth and change into our own lives. Because when we can stop and say, well, wait, what is it that I was expecting? Then we have more questions we can ask ourselves. Was that a good expectation? Was that an expectation that was realistic? Why is my reaction commensurate with what I expected, with the disappointment that comes with not getting what I thought I was going to get, or not avoiding what I thought I was going to avoid? Often when we boil it down, what we're really expecting is control. So many of our strong emotions come out of the realization that we've lost control of something. And so we try to get that control back through intensity. Let me just give you an example. Let's just say that one of my children is doing something that I don't want them to do, that they shouldn't be doing, and I say, stop it, and they don't stop. Well, I'm going to have to raise my voice so that they know I'm serious. And then I might start to get mad because I'm not controlling them. And if you can write in and tell me this movie, I'll give you a who's dat. One of my favorite movies, there's this great line that says, let me tell you something, you infantile egomaniac. Control is an illusion. And the reality is for all of us that as we go through life, we're going to be out of control often. There's going to be things that we can't control. And when we respond with the emotion that we feel, we often create more problems. So I want you to ask yourself two questions. The first one, what did I expect? What did I think was going to happen here? And then the second question, as you gain that space, how do I do it? How do I respond so that I help the situation? How do I respond in a way that makes the situation better? How do I help whatever this situation is to grow and to be better? All right, thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. If you like that, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications. We'll catch you next week.